Hey y'all.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back.
We're struggling with life here. Is my mic on?
Your mic is on, shouting.
Woo! Forgive me for looking a mess.
She looks beautiful as
Just got
always.
back from the gym.
Got that workout wig on.
I know, right?
You're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's do
Oh,
it.
shout out to everybody who gave me the right lyrics.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Let's do it.
Okay.
What it do?
Hey.
Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Make Out podcast, where we make out all things.
Love, life, and laughter. You're supposed to say where we make out all things what?
Oh, where we make out all things what?
Love, life, and laughter. How y'all doing?
I was trying to rush her because she had a fry in her mouth. So I was
did
trying
have
to
a fry
rush
in my
her.
mouth. And I'm going to try really, really hard not to smack. But I am finishing up my lunch right now.
Lunch time.
There's a lot going on. So,
Yes. But
what is going on, peeps?
y'all good? How y'all
Hopefully
doing?
you guys are well.
Exactly.
It is Love Week, aka
It is.
Valentine's Day is tomorrow.
That's nuts.
And
That's crazy.
yeah. Why is it crazy?
It's just
I
crazy.
mean,
Because it's February 14th already.
I mean, that is true.
That tomorrow
Right.
means it's like the second month's almost gone already of 2020.
Crazy, right?
That's why it's crazy.
You're right.
You right, girl.
Shout out to everybody who listened to our last episode and who loved us taking the love quiz. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then go back and listen to that last episode because it's really, really good. And we also put the link for you to take your own quiz, and it's pretty eye-opening.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was definitely
Yeah.
pretty eye-opening. I enjoyed taking it, and it's always good just to learn new things about yourself. You know, because sometimes, there's a ton of people that are like very annoying people, and they don't even realize they're very annoying.
It's so funny, babe.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, but there's things that I do that are annoying, and but you don't even realize it's annoying
Well, yeah,
until
because
you're
you don't know
told.
that it's annoying to. It's not annoying to you.
Yeah, so until you it just learning things about yourself is just always good because you can make, you can grow from that,
True.
or you can go backwards. So let's not do that.
Cue the music so I can eat some more of these
Okay,
fries.
I'm trying, sweetie. I'm trying. Let's see how it works. I don't think it's gonna work.
It never works.
Of course it doesn't. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can we get it?
Uh-oh. Hey. A little delay.
Yo.
Oh,
All right, so that works well. Kind of.
I don't know.
We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Look, it's just
We're not. Don't tell them lies.
There's no secret formula to
Lies
doing
you
this. Okay,
tell.
you know what?
There is a much better way.
Leave a comment or do something to where we can see it.
What?
If you want to see Gabrielle try to handle the music next week.
Oh, you're trying to put me on the spot?
Yeah, you got all this mess. You wolf in sheep clothing over there. You got-
Okay, that's so funny. If you're listening and you're not watching us, I have on this Sherpa hoodie.
Yeah.
So
Don't worry, it's not real.
that actually cracked me up.
It's not.
That was a good one, man.
Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. I
You
appreciate you.
You quick with it? You quick with it?
I'm quick with it,
I don't
girl.
have that. I don't have that talent.
Sometimes
It takes
she
me
does.
a minute to
Sometimes
come
she
back.
does. Sometimes though,
Very rarely. I feel like 10% of the time I can come back.
The other 90%, she's over there in her head like, what can I say?
Really trying to think.
You'd be like, oh, if I said this, that'd be funny.
By the time I get to it, it's not even relevant anymore.
3 days later, you're stupid. Like, what? What? What are you talking about?
I can't do it with you.
Well, remember 3 days ago when you said this.
I can't do it with you.
You're so cute.
Anyway.
So, today should be a fun little conversation because we actually have some questions
From you guys.
Yes,
Yes, we asked our peeps on Instagram to give us some questions. We were going to do a love Q&A since it is Valentine's Day coming up. So,
yes, we were going to do, we'll probably do it next week.
Episode.
The next episode will probably be retaking our 5 love languages and see where we're at compared to where we were the first time. But we figured, you know what, this is a perfect one just to answer some questions that you may have. But we're going to start out with our book of questions, but Gabrielle hooked it up.
Yes, because we finally got the Love and Sex edition.
So if you're watching, you can see it. But just picture a pink book. If you're listening, just picture a pink book.
And I'm praying that these questions will be better.
Yes.
Than the other questions. Don't get me wrong. The other book has good questions, but I just feel like we've been picking really raggedy ones lately.
Yeah, it's very true.
So let's hope for the best with this one. Is it my turn?
It is. Ladies first.
I think it's my turn to read it.
No. Ladies first. New book. We're breaking a new book open.
Okay, let's go with 69.
That's the same number I would have said, though. I literally was thinking that same number. Perfect. Okay.
Too well, shouty.
How many?
X-rated is it?
No, it's not. Do you prefer which position do you prefer? No. Let me see. How many times in your life have you felt more in love than ever before? How many times have you been with someone you felt you would be with forever?
Okay.
Okay.
Is it only 2 questions?
Yes. Well, yeah, it's not a whole...
I feel like I see 3 question marks. Is it only 2?
There's only 2. 1 and 2.
There's only 2.
There's only 2.
Okay, how many times in my life have I...
felt more in love than ever before?
I think only 1 time, and that's the love that I share with you, my husband.
Yeah,
I mean...
Daddy Mac can make you want to jump.
But first of all, like, is there another answer that's even appropriate? Like, you know that one time I really, really was in love 20 years ago. With who? Not you.
Exactly. Yeah, that love was so much stronger than what we got.
No.
I mean,
please don't ever say that.
This love is crap compared to that. It didn't work out, so you're plan B.
Please don't ever say that.
That is pretty fun. And then, how many times have you been with someone you felt you would be with forever?
1 other time, and I think you know that. He does know that. Obviously, we talked about everything, but the ex that I had before Chad, you can tell me that we weren't gonna get married. Praise God that didn't work out.
Yes.
No diss against him, great guy. He just wasn't the guy for me, and it was one of those things where we dated in high school. He was trash then, and then I gave him another opportunity, and he was still trash. So it just all worked out. Like, the last straw was probably the best thing that could have ever happened because it opened me up for Chad.
Yes,
like,
exactly. No, literally.
Man, seriously. But you could not tell me in 2008, in 2009, like 3 months before Chad, that he was not the one I was supposed to be. Like, you could not tell me. It was just this, like, blind. You know how sometimes you're just blind and just...
Yeah, it's not even the love. It's not even the love that keeps you there. It's just this sense of like, well, this is who I said I'm going to be with. So it's almost like this sense of like, I don't want to start over.
Yeah, you know? Basically. Yeah.
So it's
like,
not even.
Oh my gosh, we got all this history.
Yeah.
I've known him forever. We've been friends. Friends don't treat friends like that. How about that?
Yeah.
Friends don't break your heart like that. Okay.
Exactly. So I would say for me, I mean, yeah, our love together, I mean, that's the best ever. Right. Obviously, that's easy.
Right.
And I mean, maybe 1 time before, but not really. Like, I never saw myself, like, being for real. Like I even, being married before, I wasn't, like, it wasn't, like, that type. It wasn't
that type of feeling.
That type of feeling, yeah. There was love, obviously, but it wasn't that type of, I've never experienced the love that I have with Gabrielle, and that's why it's so cool.
Yeah, it is pretty awesome. That's why
it's so cool. Yeah. It's God ordained. It's what was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And when that happens, when you find that person, that's the love of that is so different than anything you've ever experienced.
So different.
That's it. I don't know how else to explain that.
That's
but
so true.
When you marry the person,
Yeah, I was just gonna say I have 2 thoughts in my head. So the first one, who was the other one? The one right like before me? Like if you would say that you felt like the one with the child.
We talking about like
where you felt like you were gonna be with them for the rest of your life.
I never felt that way.
You still never felt that?
Like it wasn't. I mean, it was like, you know, there was possibility. Yeah. There was definitely potential and possibility for that. But no, I mean, I've never just known the way that I knew with you.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like literally.
You legit knew. Like,
exactly.
Literally, he told me from the beginning that I was going to be his wife.
Like,
I've never had anybody speak that sure.
I've never had that,
future.
but I've never had that feeling, like that instant, like it was like God was telling me, like literally, this is your wife.
Yeah.
You know?
Because that's how he came to. He came real strong.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, I was
like, whoa.
Exactly. So she's like, whoa, you white. And
right. Whoa. That's exactly what it was. Like, whoa, slow your roll,
that's
bro.
Hilarious. That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
that's so funny.
But yeah, that's
crazy. And the second thing that I had, if you're watching, I feel really bad for calling him trash. He was trash to me. He's not a trash person.
No.
But I feel the need to clarify because we got a lot of mutual friends. Somebody would be like, she called you trash on the podcast. No, the relationship, I mean, he knows.
The relationship.
So, yeah, I'm not
great.
saying that my ex is a trash person. He was just trash for me.
In the relationship.
In the relationship.
Yeah.
It just wasn't.
But here's the thing. Just like I've been trash for relationships I've been in.
Exactly.
Gabrielle's been trash for relationships she's been in.
Yeah.
We have all had a past.
Yeah.
I am not who I was. I am who I am now.
Right.
Just like her ex is not who he was then.
I'm sure we're going to make somebody
we still see him every once in a while, and it's all good. It's all love. But yeah, so so I think that's a good question. If you feel comfortable with your spouse or your significant other, ask them that question and see. You know, any little small question can help you guys get closer.
If you don't feel comfortable asking
that was my next part.
your spouse, though.
That was my next question. Yeah.
Some people just might not want to know.
Yeah. If you don't want to know, that's fine.
Know. Like,
but also look inside.
You might be like, Keisha? That's who you know? No.
But also look inside and see why you don't want to know. Like,
will it make you
feel insecure, or will it make you feel jealous?
Okay.
And if there is a reason for that, then you need to address that, because that's not good.
Yeah.
Like, literally, it doesn't matter what happened in my past or happened in her past. We're together now.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Our present and future is what matters.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool.
Excuse me. I need a water break.
Good Lord, this is our second water break in the last 2 minutes. Gulp, 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 gulp.
I'm thirsty.
You are thirsty. The way she was looking at me at the gym today proves she was thirsty. Like.
Anyway, speaking of water, you guys, we got something really cool to tell you about too.
That's very true. So we actually have a great sponsor for this. So, water, me and water have this relationship. We have this relationship where
you got a relationship.
I know I gotta drink you. Okay, I gotta drink you water. But sometimes I'm like, dang it. But that it helps because, obviously I feel much better when I drink it. So that's why this sponsor is great. It's actually called Clearly Filtered. So shout out to them for sponsoring this podcast. So basically, do you have water? I want to ask you guys a question. Do you have a water filter at home, or do you just drink straight from the tap? I would really love to know the answer. Yeah, I would really love to know, because
we don't out here drinking tap water.
Yeah, we don't drink from the tap, but I did as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder. I really would love to know what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you know this, but in the U.S., you might think that the water you're drinking is safe. But unfortunately, that's just not the case. Like, there's a lot of chemicals and a lot of things in water that, some of it is actually, regulated and reported, and some of it is not. Okay, because water is treated by facilities and things. So that's where Clearly Filtered actually comes in. They created a new water filter technology that actually removes all of the harmful chemicals, toxins, and contaminants found in tap water while still retaining the healthy minerals found in that water.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So they actually remove lead. The filters actually remove lead, fluoride, arsenic, PFAS, I'm not sure what that is, pesticides, herbicides, radiation, bacteria, and many more.
That's a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, and what the cool thing about their products is they're all tested by a third-party EPA accredited lab, which makes them certified to remove over 230 contaminants with your pitcher. So they have a pitcher. We actually have water bottles, and it's
it's pretty really cool.
Yeah, it's cool, and then it's right on their website, so you can see what you have and what they're removing. So that's really, really cool. So you can actually just see it.
Yeah.
So setting up the pitcher, super easy. It's just like a normal pitcher, but it just gives you that peace of mind and knowing you're drinking clean
water.
Yeah. And the taste is smooth. Like, it's smooth.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Like it's smooth.
I love water.
Yeah, she loves water, but for me, like it's just smooth. It's
Yeah.
just like, just refreshing. I enjoy it. So it lasts for about 100 gallons, and then you can actually get 10% off if you set up for their automatic shipments. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty cool. So that way, 10% off is great, and then you get it when you need it. So for you guys, if you feel like it's time for you to get a water filter, and make sure you're drinking good water, that actually removes hundreds of contaminants in tap water, then visit clearlyfiltered.com/LMO and use the coupon code LMO, and you'll get 20% off your new Clearly Filtered water system. They ship throughout the U.S. for free, have 30-day risk-free guarantee, and then a lifetime warranty on all of their filter systems. So again, that's clearlyfiltered.com/LMO. So go get you some. Absolutely.
Yes. So, okay, we're going to jump right into these questions because we got quite a few. So I'm going to do it kind of rapid fire style.
Okay.
I mean, as rapid as possible. Y'all know we kind of long-winded. So
we're going to be rapid fire answers too.
Okay, first question is for the singles out there listening.
Okay.
How do you spend Valentine's Day how did you spend Valentine's Day when you were single? #5 years in a row. Shout out to Noelle. Hey girl.
Shout out.
That's a really good question.
By myself. All right, next question.
I guess that is rapid fire style. But no, we're going to scratch the rapid fire. I honestly don't remember Valentine's Day before. I mean, like the single Valentine's Days, I don't remember ever doing anything special. It was just another day for me. Like, I was never the person that was like, oh, I'm gonna celebrate it whether I got a boo or not. Like, I just didn't really do much to celebrate it.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
I mean, that's I mean, it's Valentine's Day. Like literally, when I was single, like I don't even think I treated it like a different day.
Yeah, it's interesting, but there are some people that will go all out and they may treat themselves or take themselves out, or maybe
do absolutely,
or go have dinner by themselves, or just pamper yourself, whatever. Like if that's your thing,
Netflix and chill with yourself.
Hey, if that's your thing, do it. But I can't think of a time where I treated it any different than another day. Right? It's been many times where I've been in a relationship and it was still just another day. So yeah,
exactly. So it's a good question.
Okay, here's another one. Does the woman make Valentine's Day plans, or is it the responsibility of the man to make the plans?
So I'll step in there. So I would say, so Gabriel and I recently, if you're not watching this on Gabe TV, which is our YouTube channel, our vlog channel, you should go check us out there. Link down below. But we actually just went on a date on Saturday night, and it was kind of it's not our Valentine's Day date, but it was our nice date for Valentine's Day because we're going to kind of chill at home and have a good night together on actual Valentine's Day. So we went out and had a really nice dinner, a good time, made candles, all that kind of cool stuff. So we actually both planned that kind of. She planned the activity, and then I had found another restaurant, but then she reminded me of the restaurant that we ended up going to, and so but I had made reservations at the place. I did it without her knowing, so I was trying to, so I think
I kind of stepped in a little bit, but
she stepped in a little bit and said, "Hey, we should go to that place instead." So I mean, if she wants to go to the other place instead, and I'm all good for that. But I think that as a man, I'm horrible at planning things. I'll be honest. Like I'm horrible at planning things. It's just I'm not like I'm very good at in the moment showing you love and affection and making sure you feel loved and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to planning things, I think I put too much pressure on myself. And so sometimes I've done really good, and then sometimes, like there was a Valentine's Day that we did at home that I set up the whole thing.
Oh yeah, that was really sweet.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm I can do it.
You can do it.
Sometimes it's tough for me, and I've never claimed to be the best planner when it comes to that stuff. Gabrielle is definitely the planner of the relationship, so I think that's where we kind of come together and we just partner it up. Yeah,
I was gonna say I don't know that I necessarily feel like it's a responsibility, like the man, you have to do it. Now as a woman, I think that it's a preference.
You want to see some effort.
I want to see some effort, you know what I'm saying? Like I can think to when I was dating, I don't want to have to be the one to plan Valentine's Day, because when you think about it, like, sure, Valentine's Day is for both of you, but really it's more female focused. It's more centered around the women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, take the initiative and plan something.
Exactly.
Buy me chocolates or like a bomb card, because I'm a card person. You know what I'm saying? Like, make reservations at a restaurant you know that I like. Like, the opportunity there is endless. You know, if your lady likes flowers, buy those. Don't buy me no flowers though. But yeah, I think that it's a preference.
Yeah.
That a man take the initiative
Absolutely.
on Valentine's Day. But you know, when you're married, first of all, when you're married, I feel like you just be like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. Like, I'm not about to do all of the extra. Like, you don't have to, because it's kind of just like another day. But I think when you're dating, it's one of those, like, oh,
Yeah.
we love a Valentine's
And I think
Day.
that, yeah, absolutely. I think that when you're, to add to that, like when you're married, like for us, we're looking forward to spending that time alone together at home and doing something. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm planning something that, you know, that would just be fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be fun, and just, you know, we'll enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I think that when you're married, that's kind of lets you love being at home. Like, you know, that's your safe space. And so, like, but when you're dating and like you want to go out, you want to experience, you know, a bunch of stuff together, especially on like Valentine's Day. I think, but like for Valentine's Day, yeah, it's just, you know, as long as you're connecting, and I think that that's important.
That's really what matters.
For us, at least, that's what matters for us, is that we're getting real, genuine connection.
True. And I was going to say too, like, if you are in a relationship and you want your spouse or your significant other to plan something, like, it's a conversation to have, because a lot of times that is why we get so disappointed in relationships, is that there are expectations that the other person doesn't know about.
They're unspoken expectations.
These unspoken expectations, and then when they don't happen, you get mad, and it's like, it could have just easily been a conversation like, hey, are we doing anything for Valentine's Day? Like,
I'd love it if you plan something.
You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, it's not going to be a surprise. Well, you know, what you do could end up being a surprise, but if your significant other doesn't even think that you're expecting that, then you can't turn around and be disappointed about it.
Yeah.
So I think that you just have to voice however you feel about it with your partner, and just make sure you guys are on the same page. Like, don't let Valentine's Day roll around, he don't get you nothing, and you pissed off. Like, you know what I'm saying?
True. No, I think, like, you said something good there, but I think that two things that are like relationship killers, like they hurt relationships bad. Unspoken expectations and unrealistic expectations.
Yes.
And
That's
so
a word.
yeah, if you want, so we already covered the unspoken, but the unrealistic, you guys know what unrealistic means. Like, don't put your husband or your wife on this pedestal like they're perfect now that they're husband or your wife.
Yeah.
They're not perfect. They're still flawed. They still got issues. They still need help and support and love and prayer. So I think that's important to remember. Those things are
that's a good one.
big. Yeah.
Those are good.
Yeah,
okay.
good questions.
Good one. Okay.
Good.
Let me get to the next one. I'm struggling. I wasn't ready.
She's struggling. She's over looking at trying to find questions over here.
Do you think you can fall out of love with your spouse? This person says, I don't. Mrs. Coleman, shout out to you.
You want me to jump in?
Yeah, you can jump in.
I think that if, like, there's no connection ever, like, literally, if you just go for a year, 2 years, and, like, there's just, like, literally no connection, like, no talking, no, you know, anything, that your relationship is going to be completely different than what you, you know, like, and so the love will suffer. But if you truly love someone, if you truly love someone, I don't believe that. I mean, I'm never going to fall out of love with Gabrielle.
Right. And I also don't believe that love is something you fall in and out of. Honestly, like, I feel like love is an action word. Like, you know, what love is, like, what do you do with this feeling? Like, I think that people fall in and out of lust every single day, and they call it love, but it's not love. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, love is all of the things. Like, y'all know the scripture, love is patient, love is kind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that love is. You don't just fall out of that stuff. Like,
that's good.
You know, if you say, I love you. You are my spouse. I'm going to spend the rest of my life
and you
with
truly mean it.
And you truly mean it. And you're not just infatuated with this person. And falling in and out of infatuation? Absolutely.
100%.
Like, are you going to feel butterflies in your stomach every single time you see this person for the rest of your life? No, that's unrealistic. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But people take those things to mean, oh my gosh, I must have fallen out of love because I don't have these butterflies every time I see him, and I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are feelings that aren't necessarily indicative of being in love, in my opinion.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Yeah, so
and yeah,
I don't think that you can fall out.
I agree. And like
love.
when you put when sex comes into the equation,
it clouds everything.
like it clouds everything.
Yeah.
So if that part's good, but you're not connecting anywhere else and truly getting to know each other and love each other for who you are, then that stuff will probably get tiring, and then you fall out of lust.
Yep.
So
lust,
falling out of
infatuation.
That's what people fall in and out of.
People interchange that word with love, those words with love, and it's like, which feeling is it, sis? Like, which one?
Which one?
Yeah.
You wanna?
So delayed. Okay, so another one, I think we kind of touched on this one. Your views on Valentine's Day. Is it an absolute must celebrate day or just another day? I think that it just depends on how you feel about it. It could be an absolute must for somebody else and just another day for the other person.
And that's why you gotta talk.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta talk to your significant other and your spouse and say, hey, this is what I want for Valentine's Day. This is what I hope that we can do. Make a tradition of your own.
Yeah.
You know, that's where you talk. Communication.
Yeah. Communication.
If y'all ain't talking, then ain't nobody know what's what they want.
Yeah.
So that's good.
How to keep the love going and turn every day into a mini Valentine celebration. Reese, shout out to you. I think that every day we're presented with an opportunity to celebrate the love that we have with our spouse or our significant other. It could be something so simple as taking out the trash. For me, that is a symbol of love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love you. How are you today? Like, if you're out thinking of them and bringing something back. Like, there's so many ways that you can celebrate your significant other. You don't have to wait until Valentine's Day to do it.
Or for instance, like with Gabrielle, if she's out for more than 2 hours, I get to about the 2 hour mark at most, and I'm like, hey, you doing okay? Everything?
Yep.
You having a good time?
Just a simple check-in.
Like, I won't let it go much more than that.
Yeah.
You know, and like, it's just, I care. I want to know she's okay, and I want her to know that I'm thinking of her.
Right. It's true.
You know, but there's a lot of people that don't do that. You be gone for 6-7 hours. They ain't checking
you don't
what
even
you want.
hear from like that. I cannot understand that.
But I don't understand that. Like, don't you miss that person?
Right.
That's your person. Why don't you miss them? Like,
I can't understand it.
Yeah. So that's a good one.
That was a good one though. Let's see. What are good anniversary dates? My 7th year anniversary is March 11th. Hey, congrats to you.
Congrats, that's amazing.
Kendra, that's exciting. So we kind of have a tradition where we like to travel for our anniversary.
Yes.
Like, I think that's most of the time that's what we're do.
Doing something.
We're usually traveling. Like but that's like our thing. We enjoy traveling.
Yeah, I think. But I think that's a good. But I also think that that's a cool way to, spend your anniversary. Like, you think about it, it comes around once a year.
Once a year, yeah.
So, like, it comes around once a year. Like, it could be a time for you and your spouse. See if you can get a babysitter. Get grandmommy, or granddad, whoever, auntie, somebody to watch the kids for a weekend, and go find a place that's within 5 hours driving distance.
Yeah. You don't necessarily have to fly.
Yeah, you don't have to fly
beach
somewhere
or do any of the things.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
go somewhere and experience something new together. I think that's just fun, and that's just fun. Like, that's just
fun. It's like a mini little honeymoon all over again. Anytime I think if you get with just your spouse, especially if you have kids, it's just like, and then you're all lovey because you're celebrating the anniversary. So
no, it's true because like when we go somewhere on a trip up by ourselves, I'm telling you, as soon as we get to the room,
it's going down.
As soon as we get to the room, she knows what's about to happen. Like, because it's just this alone time with my wife. We get a chance to just connect.
Yeah.
And like, that's exciting. And I think that's, you know, like use it for that. Use it for a chance just to have fun with your spouse.
Yeah, but if you're not in a position to travel, there are other things that you can do. Maybe you can do like a staycation at a local hotel, like, you know, send the kids somewhere for the night and just have a really good dinner and just relax in the hotel together. You guys can go to a super fancy place. You can get all dressed up and dolled up and go eat at a super fancy place. There's so many things that you can do. Absolutely. Like pick a spot somewhere in your city that you've never been to and do that. Pick something that neither of you have done and that you want to try together. Like, so there are so many things. Just because it is the anniversary doesn't mean you necessarily have to do the most grand thing, but I mean, if that's your style, go for it.
Go for it. I think that's great. Like, I mean, there's so many things you can do. Like, you know, but I want to add to that last question, so I forgot, like, ways to keep, you know, kind of like make every day feel like Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay.
What I really enjoy, and I'm starting to really see how much I enjoyed it when we used to do it a long time, is go to the gym together.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we're not working out together. We're not doing the same workout, but literally I get to look over at my wife when I'm like, you know, I get to just be like, that's all mine. Like, but that's special to me. Like, she catches me looking at her, like, you know, like, and like, you know, it's just, to me, that's like, it's a part of like connecting and like, you know, like
it's just like a mini date.
It's kind of like a mini date, and it's just, I mean, I enjoy that thoroughly, but you know, it's just a chance for us to, you know, better ourselves, and you know, enjoy the view. Yeah,
it's true.
Especially when she's doing leg days.
Let's see. This one says, what do you do when you're constantly at odds with your in-laws? Now that's
thank Jesus we don't have that.
Honestly, like I can only tell you from experience, and I don't have much experience in that area because I didn't have a strained or a bad relationship with my in-laws. Like, same. Yeah, like thankfully our families loved each other, and we didn't have that issue. But I can, if I put myself in that and think about how I would feel, like I think that it's a conversation that needs to be had with your spouse about how your in-laws make you feel, or how they are overstepping boundaries, or whatever it is that they're doing, because I think that you should give your spouse the opportunity to take that to his or her parents first, before you just go off or speak up, or you know. And I'm not saying don't speak up for yourself, like absolutely do that, but I do think that it starts at home. And you got to have this conversation with your spouse, and y'all got to be on the same page so that then they can take it to their parents like, look, this is what's going on. This is not okay. Or y'all can all sit down together and have that conversation. But you want to make sure that you and your spouse are on the same page, because that will create a rift between the household. Like, and you don't want that.
No, because I think that, with that, you know, you just... I think that some people have a problem, some in-laws and sometimes spouses have a hard time understanding that my immediate family is now my spouse, not my mama and daddy. I mean, daddy, you know what I'm saying? So,
or my sister and
brother. Right. And so I think that, and there's a lot of in-laws that think they're still priority. You're not priority anymore. I'm sorry. I love you.
Yeah, but you don't come first.
But you don't come first no more. My immediate family, my wife or my husband comes first, and my kids. And I think that conversation sometimes the spouse doesn't even know. Yeah. They don't realize it. Yeah. But so that's good. Just have a conversation with your spouse. Say, hey, I need this to change.
Okay, let's see. Here's another one. How to make date night work when you've got kids. Find a local babysitter. You need somebody that you can call on. At least, everybody can't do once a week. Once a month. You need somebody that can step in and give you 4 hours, 3 hours with your spouse. Like, there has to be somebody somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like a parents' day out program, or at the gym, maybe they have kids' night out, or, you know what I'm saying? Like the church, maybe they do something. Like, there has to be somebody. I mean, if you absolutely cannot find somebody, because I get it. We've lived in a place where we didn't have any family or friends, and it was kind of just us.
So we got very few date nights without
your coworker.
Siege.
Like, I mean, you don't know them like that. So, but what we did in that period is we set up a schedule for him so that he was in bed, and we still had a good 3 3-ish, maybe 4 hours before it was time for us to go to bed.
By ourselves.
By ourselves. So then we had the opportunity to make date nights at home. Like, you just got to kind of wing it. Like, you just want to carve out some type of time for you and your spouse, because it is imperative. Put the kids to bed, or tell them that they need to go in their room and watch TV till they fall asleep. Like, whatever the case may be, like, you know, depending on the age of your kids. But you make sure you have at least a good 2 hours. And this is something we try to do every night. It's great when we can put them to bed and we still have time to hang out, because it's like mini dates all over. We get to reconnect. Like, how's your day? What's going on?
Really
if we got business to talk about, because we do work together, so we can use that time however we choose. So I think that when you have kids, you just have to be resourceful, and you just gotta just make it work however you can.
Yeah, and I think that's why bedtimes are important.
Mm-hmm.
You know, bedtimes, so that way, you know, you can literally almost plan your date out, because you know the kid, you know, Reagan's going to go to bed this time, Chad's going to be in his room, you know, going to sleep at this time. And then we know that rest of the time until we want to go to bed is ours. So that's important. Yeah, so just, like you said, a schedule, you know, and a structure.
I think that's really important.
Yeah.
Here's one from Miss Brown Gray Eyes. That's interesting, brown gray eyes. I would like to get my boyfriend a picture canvas of us made. Do you think he will like it or not? I think that this question is kind of hard to answer, because we don't really know your boyfriend or your taste, but overall, or his taste, but overall, I feel like it's always the thought that counts.
I think it's cool. Like, it sounds like a cool gift.
It sounds like a cool gift. You know what I'm saying?
Now, if the artist is good, now you get the wrong artist. Y'all gonna end up looking like...
Don't get that street artist that you be looking at the picture like, who is this, honey?
Like, she looked like Raven Simone in one of our characters. Like what?
I do. We got a character.
Like, I'm like...
in New York.
I was pretty close. But she looked like Raven Simone. I wasn't even that close.
It did look like me.
But
I think it's the thought that counts.
No,
man.
absolutely.
Like, you do. Like, that's the whole point of gifts. Like, unless your significant other has, like, given you a list.
Like, I do not want an oil painting.
Right. Or there's, you know, like, maybe there's some things that he's mentioned a few times that you know that he wants. Like, I mean, if that's not the case, then, you know, just he'd be happy he'd get a gift. That's what I'm saying. Like,
exactly. I mean, it sounds like a cool gift, but if they've ever said they wouldn't like something like that, you know, or they hate art, like in general, or pictures in general, then maybe not get that. But it sounds like a cool gift.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's unique.
Baby Doll says, what is your favorite all-time candy?
Mine's easy.
Mine is too. Sour Patch Kids.
Twizzlers.
I will mess me up some Sour Patch Kids. I don't even buy them now, because I can't. You can only eat like 10 of them.
I don't buy Twizzlers
because the carbs are just ridiculous. It's like,
it's ridiculous. You can only eat 3 of them.
Man.
Like 3 Twizzlers.
But oof, that's the way in my heart right there. Some Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, and some Twizzlers.
Yeah, but I was about to say, you haven't bought Twizzlers in a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like Babe's travel candy too. Anytime we're in the airport, we're going somewhere, he's got a bag of Twizzlers.
Man. Those are my joints, man.
Funniest thing. So funny. Okay, I'm trying to think of. I think all of these are kind of the same thing. So like a lot of you guys suggested love languages. So we're coming back next week with the topic of our love languages. We're going to take the quiz
next
again,
week,
and we're going to talk about it. So I appreciate everybody suggesting that. Sheesh. But yeah, here's another one from Baby Doll. What is your favorite romantic thing to do?
Favorite romantic thing to do?
I feel like we just excelling at romance like that. Like, we just not out here doing extra romantic things all the time. I would probably okay. I would say our favorite thing to do, period, is go out to eat. But I think when we're trying to like be romantic, we take baths.
Yes.
I think that's
Yeah, I think when we're just like, we get candles, got the music going on, got some 90s R&B going on, and then take a bath. Like that's
probably the most romantic weekend. Which sounds kind of basic, but I mean, I don't know. Y'all out here taking baths with y'all spouse every week?
We enjoy it. I mean, we enjoy it though.
It's definitely not. It's like it's a rare thing. Not rare, but it's not all the time. So.
Yeah, it's not all the time. It's like when we shop, but yeah, we just That's funny.
That is interesting. Yeah. I mean, you didn't have another one, did
No,
you?
I
I
can't
feel
think
like
of
that's
another
pretty
one.
spot on.
I couldn't think of another one.
Right? Yeah. So I think that was really like all of the questions that we had. Like there are a couple more, but a couple of these I feel like would be great to have just like an actual full podcast on the topic.
Yes.
So thank you guys so much for sending your questions.
Yes, thank you.
And we wish you the happiest Valentine's Day.
We do.
Treat yourself if you single, or
That's
just
right.
treat it like another day.
Absolutely.
It's okay, however you want to celebrate it.
Absolutely. I think that's well put. Perfectly put.
So we will see you guys, and hopefully you'll hear from us next week. You will.
You will, definitely.
Be on the lookout.
That's right.
And until next time, guys.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Deuces.
Woo! Y'all, if it seemed kind of rushed, she is getting off the bus in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So we had to kind of cut it short, but I think that was good. It was kind of a short one, but y'all got a long one last week, so give us some grace on the short.
Exactly.
So hopefully you enjoyed it. And
I gotta go.
see you next week. Right. Say bye, shout.
Deuces!
Bye.